Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Humble demonstrations when I am present here. So yesterday we were discussing about what leads to stress. So as we have seen yesterday, whenever the mind is filled with negative thoughts, the mind gets disturbed. So this is the relationship. So there is a cause-effect relationship. Every time the mind is disturbed, you find that there is some kind of negativity in the mind. Negative thoughts in the mind. So therefore, if negative thoughts are the cause of mental disturbance, disturbance can be anything: stress, worry, tension, anxiety. So since there is a cause-effect relationship, so then using the same law, we can attain peace also. So wrong thinking leads to disturbance of the mind. So then what will lead to the peace of mind? Right thinking will lead to the peace of mind. So we must train ourselves in thinking right. Right thinking must become a habit in us. What is the proof that our thinking is right? The peace of mind that we experience, that itself is the proof. Disturbance is the proof that our thinking is wrong. Peace is the proof that our thinking is right. How do we know that physically we are becoming healthy after a disease? We know it. The pain in the body becomes less. The strength in the body grows. So that itself is a proof that we are getting rid of the disease. So in the same way, mental disease expresses as disturbance in the mind. Mental health is nothing but peace of mind. All the scriptures are meant to train us in right thinking. All the scriptures. Right. So, yesterday we were saying why generally the mind gets stressed. So, our equation of life, most of us, 99% of us, for us, what is the equation for happiness? Work hard, fulfill the desire, and be happy. This is our equation. Whenever I find that my desires are fulfilled, I find happiness. So therefore, I wrongly come to this conclusion that happiness is nothing but fulfillment of desires. And in this equation, we work hard in this world. Whatever desires are there, we try to fulfill it by hook or crook. So, work hard, fulfill the desire, and be happy. This seems to be our equation. But then the problem is, many times we may work hard, but there is no guarantee that our desires will be fulfilled. Because this world is an uncertain world. In an uncertain world, there is no guarantee that hard work will yield a result. So then what happens? There is tension, worry, anxiety, stress. Again, whatever we gain, everything in this world is perishable. It is another problem. You may get it, but that thing, being or situation, may not remain with you for long time. So therefore this equation is not absolutely right. So naturally a question may come, how to get rid of this stress? So then we start from the scratch. We start from basics of life. So yesterday we had discussed this. So what is the basic? First start with our own life. How many factors in this world keep us alive? So we find that there are infinite number of factors inside us, outside us. These factors are keeping us alive. And how many factors are in our control? Not even one factor is in our control. So therefore we conclude that life doesn't belong to us, it is a gift given to us. This is where we have to start. And also, infinite number of factors cannot come together accidentally. So therefore, there has to be an intelligent principle, an omniscient principle, an omnipotent principle that is keeping all these factors together. So that principle, we call it God. So there is a God who is behind this creation, who is behind this intelligent functioning of this creation. So now, how should we live in this world? What should be our relationship with this Creator? How should we live? Life is given to us by Him. Talents and abilities are given by Him. So our life must be a life of humility and gratitude. So yesterday, what are the 4 Mahavakyas we discussed? Mahavakya is great statement. Number 1, I am nothing. Number 2, I know nothing. Number 3, I have nothing. Number 4, I can do nothing. If you can constantly practice this, oh God, I am nothing, but by your grace I am something. Oh God, I know nothing, but by your grace I know something. Whatever I am, it is all because of your grace. If this simple thing can be practiced every day, if we can remind ourselves of this truth every day, you will be amazed how peaceful your mind will be. Because you are in touch with the reality. Whenever we are in touch with the reality, our mind becomes peaceful. Whenever we are divorced from the reality, our mind becomes distant. This is the truth. So now, how should we express our humility and gratitude towards God? So next question is there something which God expects from us after having created us? Is there something which He expects? So the answer is yes. What is that which Bhagavan expects from us? The Lord expects from us. He expects us to walk the path of righteousness. Righteousness, the one thing which He loves is righteousness. This is the way we have to please our Creator. So whenever we are walking the path of righteousness, you will find that there is an inexplicable joy in the heart. That is called as a spiritual joy. There are varieties of joys in this world. Not all joys are good for us. There are such joys which are inferior ones. It pulls you down. When we take drinks and drugs, there is a joy. When we get into smoking, there is a joy. Nobody can deny it. But these joys, not only it is not good for health, it is not good for the mind also. So, when we walk the path of righteousness, always we will find, initially there will be some difficulty, struggle, but slowly that struggle turns into a spiritual joy which is long lasting and which is more fulfilling. Spiritual joys are not fulfilling joys. So, our life should be a life of humility and gratitude. Our life must be lived in such a way that we please our Creator. So whenever we deviate from the path of righteousness, in our heart we find a sense of guilt. And what is this guilt? This guilt is a voice of God trying to correct us. Whenever we do something wrong, something immoral, something unrighteous, deviating from the path of truth, whenever we take such path, we find that the disturbance of the mind increases. The guilt feeling comes. Every moment that Lord is guiding us, just like a mother or a father, they love their children unconditionally because the children are their creation. In the same way, the Lord loves each and every one of us. And that love is unconditional love. That love is infinite love. How does love express itself? When you love somebody, how does it express itself? Number one, you want to be with your beloved all the time. Yes or no? You want to be with your beloved. Number two, you pay attention to your beloved. Yes or no? Yes, paying attention becomes automatic when you love somebody. Number three, you are concerned about that person, the welfare and well-being of that person. Number four, when your beloved is in trouble, you cannot keep quiet. At least you will go on giving advice to that person. You see, that's why all the mothers are constant chatterers in front of their children. Child is doing something, mother cannot keep quiet. She will go on preaching, go on teaching, go on correcting. Because that is the expression of love. I don't want my beloved child to suffer in front of my eyes. So these are all the expressions of love. Another expression is sacrifice also. You sacrifice everything for your beloved. So if this is the definition of love, the same thing is applicable for the Lord also. The same thing is applicable to something from you. From somewhere else. Yes. So see the expression of Bhagavan's love for us. He is always with us. How is God with us? In what form? Aham Atma Budakesh Sarva Bhutasya Bhagavad says. I am the very self in all beings. You see. Many times this question is asked, where is God? I don't see God. The consciousness in us is God. Prajnana Brahma. Now, is there anyone who is not conscious yet? I am conscious. I am conscious of my presence. I am conscious of sound, light. I am conscious of my thoughts. This light of consciousness in its purest form is what we call as God. So right now we are experiencing God. Only thing is we don't know that it is God. That consciousness. It is there. In the light of consciousness only we are conscious of everything. In fact, the mind is conscious because of the presence of the pure consciousness. Okay. God is always with us. Number two, He is ever paying attention to us. 24/7. Because the love is infinite, paying attention also has to be perfect. Now what is perfect paying attention? 24/7 paying attention is what perfect attention. Not only the attention is 24/7, attention is also infinitely deep, single pointed attention. So therefore, whatever we do, He knows it. Whatever we think, He knows it. What we are doing, against whom we are doing, what kind of thoughts we are entertaining, with what emotion we are entertaining, everything He knows. This is an expression of love. Again, whenever the thoughts are negative, whenever the thoughts are selfish, whenever the thoughts are unrighteous, He knows it. And accordingly, we find that the moment negative thoughts pass through the mind gets disturbed. You see? So it is called as karma phala, the result of our action. Disturbance of the mind is a result of the action. What is the action? Entertainment of negative thought is the action. Disturbance of the mind is the reaction or the result of that action. You see? You can test this. Try consciously entertaining negative thought and not get disturbed. Try this. It is impossible. It is impossible. That itself shows that there is a relationship. There is a karma phala data, the giver of the fruit of action. So I cannot escape doing something. So see, this is a great relief also. The relief is there is somebody who is watching me and there is somebody who is giving the result for my action. Good action, you get good result. Bad action, you get bad result. This is law. And the whole world is designed that. thought arises in my mind, if I am able to correct that negative thought, then and there, transform it, substitute it with positive thought, I am safe. But suppose we are not able to detect this negative thought, what will happen to this negative thought? Negative thought will become negative words, hurting words, painful words, irritating words, and these words will reach the other person. So what will happen through the negative words? What will be the result in the other person? Hurting words will always hurt the other person, disturb the other person. So when the other person is disturbed, what can I expect? That person also will use disturbing words. So see, my own negative thought, negative words, negative action is coming back to me. This has to be understood. Many times we think that I am separate and independent from the outer world. No, I am connected to this world. There is a deep connection. We are all connected by one truth. So if something disturbing comes out of me into this world, into this cosmos, all those disturbances will come back to me in the form of painful environment, unconducive environment. It comes back to me in the form of suffering. That's all. You may call it karma theory. Whatever comes out comes back. As you sow, so shall you reap. It's law. Because we are all connected. So therefore, if I need only good things to happen to me, what should I do? May I think good, may I speak good, and may I only do good. If this is done, mysteriously the cosmic forces will align themselves in such a way that I am always surrounded by only conducive environment. This is the way to peace. This is the way to stress-free life also. You ensure that you do only good things. The cosmic laws will ensure that only good things will happen. Right. So this is what all the scriptures ask us to do. Walk the path of righteousness. Oh, Swamiji, what are you talking? In this world, good people suffer. In fact, the question itself is say, why do good people suffer? Why do good people suffer? You see, this question should be answered based on laws of the cosmos. So now we are going to discuss some laws. Then after that we will come back to this part of the ocean. Law number 1, we have discussed this before. As your thoughts, so will be the state of your mind. This is law number 1. As your thoughts, so will be the state of your mind. Do you agree with this law? If good thoughts, mind is cheerful. If bad thoughts, mind is disturbed. This is what the law says. It is impossible to say, my thoughts are all good, but I am disturbed. It just doesn't happen. Try it. If the mind is disturbed, it is only because of negative thoughts, impure thoughts, bad thoughts. It's a law. This is law number 1. Law number 2. Purer the thoughts, greater the control over the mind. If the thoughts are good, noble, you will find that your thoughts are under your control. The mind is under your control. But if the thoughts are impure, we find that the mind is not controlling us. When our thoughts are impure, our mind becomes a monstrous master. But when our thoughts are pure, our mind becomes the best friend. Because when our thoughts are pure, our mind is in our control, and whatever you are doing in this world, you are doing through the mind. If you want to achieve success in this world, it is through the mind. Inspiration, single pointedness, hard work, positive attitude, everything comes through the mind. So if such a mind is in my control, success becomes natural. Wherever that person goes, success becomes natural. So purer the thoughts, greater the control over the mind. This is law number 2. Law number 3. As the thoughts, so will be our personality. What kind of personality we have depends on what kind of thoughts we have. So if the thoughts are negative, what kind of personality will you have? A vulgar personality, a repelling personality, an unattractive personality, a disturbing personality. If our thoughts are negative, anyone who comes to us will get disturbed and go away. Because our words also will be disturbing words, not sweet words, not consoling words. But on the other hand, if our thoughts are good, whatever we speak, it is truthful, it is beneficial, it is consoling, it is peace-giving, it is enlightening. Our personality changes with our thoughts. So, such a personality which is carrying good thoughts will be an attractive personality. People get attracted to such people. Because you get right guidance from such person. We travel long distance only to be with such people. You see? So as your thoughts, so will be our personality. This is law number 3. Law number 4. As our thoughts, so will be the world perceived by you. As our thoughts, so will be the world perceived by us. As our thoughts, so will be the world perceived by us. What kind of world we see depends on what kind of thoughts we carry. If our thoughts are beautiful thoughts, we see a beautiful world around. If our thoughts are filled with likes and dislikes, with a lot of impurity, then we see an impure world around. We see a colored world. So the world is colored by your mind. When our mind is beautiful, the world is beautiful. When the mind is disturbed, the world is disturbed. As our thoughts, so will be the world perceived by us. So this is law number 4. Law number 5. As our thoughts, so will be the world formed around us. As our thoughts, so will be the world formed around us. You can observe it in your own life. If your thoughts are associated with, say, medical thoughts, you will form a medical world around you. If your thoughts are engineering thoughts, engineering world is formed around you. If your thoughts are political world is formed around you. If you show interest in music, a world of music is formed around you. So the world around you has something to do with the thoughts in you. Suppose my thoughts are criminal thoughts, then what kind of world will be formed around me? A criminal world, an underworld. You see? Don't say that it's an accident that I landed up in a criminal world. No. My own thoughts take me to such worlds. In this one world itself, there are so many worlds. Into which world I go depends on what kind of thoughts I entertain. So law number 5, as your thoughts, so will be the world formed around you. Law number 6, as you sow, so shall you be. Actions and reactions are equal and opposite. So these are the 6 laws. Now tell me, apply these laws of this cosmos and tell me who suffers in this world. Good people or bad people? So good people definition is people having good thoughts. They are called as good. Bad people, people having bad thoughts are called bad people. Generally we are in mix of both. So who suffer in this world? Apply the first law. As your thoughts, so will be the state of your mind. Who suffers? Bad people suffer. People having bad thoughts will never have peace of mind. They will always be going through stress, worry, tension, anxiety. Good people have tremendous amount of peace of mind. Law number one. Law number two. The order of the thoughts, they under the control of the mind. So in this sense also good people enjoy life because their mind is under their control. Mind is the most important instrument. That instrument is in our control. So such a person achieves success in life. Whereas a bad person, without any control of the mind, such a mind, he becomes a slave of that mind and does all bad things helplessly. And invite all bad consequences also. Who suffers, good people or bad people? Bad people. Law number three. As your thoughts, so will be your personality. Bad people will have bad personality, good people have good personality. When you have a good personality, you attract good people around you. People love you. People respect you. They use sweet words. They are ever ready to help you. Because you are a person who helps everyone. So naturally, others will also be. You see, in front of a good person, you don't feel like using abusing words, isn't it? But suppose a bad person is showering abuse on you, helplessly one or two abusing words come out of you. You see, how a bad person attracts bad people and bad attitude from the people. So, as the thought, so will be the personality. So such a person attracts good people around him, attract good behavior from everyone around him. Naturally, such a person is all respect, value. So who suffers? Again, bad people only suffer with their bad people. Law number four, as your thoughts, so is the world perceived to be. Good thoughts, the person sees a beautiful world around. Bad thoughts, the person sees a terrible world around. Who suffers? Again, bad people only suffer. As your thoughts, so is the world found around you. Good people with good thoughts create a beautiful world around them. Bad people with bad thoughts attract a bad world around them. Who suffers? Bad people suffer. The last one, as you sow, so shall you reap. Who suffers? You see. So therefore to say that good people suffer in life is absolutely wrong. This world is designed by Lord, that Bhagavan, that Lord will never create such a world where good people are suffering. Then what is the inspiration to become good? If good people suffer in life, what is the inspiration to become good? Now we are having this class in a church. So you may ask, Swamiji, Jesus Christ was such a good person, but he was crucified. How can you answer this? He suffered so much only because he was good. So our answer is this. Even when Jesus Christ was crucified, what did he say? He did not say, oh Lord, I have done all this and this is what you gave. He never said that. He said, what did Jesus say? Oh Lord, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing, isn't it? He was blessing others, he was forgiving others. Now, to forgive someone, you need tremendous amount of peace, tremendous amount of strength. When we are disturbed, what comes out? Blessings come out or curse come out? When we are disturbed, what comes out? We curse the person who is giving suffering to us, yes or no? So the very fact that Jesus was praying for others shows that he was experiencing Peace that passes all understanding. Infinite peace. Only from infinite peace can the words of forgiveness come. So that itself is the greatest proof that good people don't suffer. Physically he is crucified, but at the mind level, he will have absolutely peace. You see? This is real strength. Real strength is not physical strength. Real strength is the strength of the mind. In spite of going through hell-like situation, your mind is absolutely peaceful. This is real happiness. This is real joy. Happiness has nothing to do with the outer environment. You can be in heaven and still be miserable. If your mind is miserable, you can be in hell and still be peaceful. External environment doesn't determine our peace of mind. Our happiness has something to do with the state of mind. A rich person who has lived a very moral life, such a person may have all money at his command. All people are ready to serve him. He may be living in a posh, palatial building with all comforts, maybe on the seashore, having the best of food, having the best of scenery, everything wonderful. But if the mind is disturbed, is he in heaven or hell? If his mind is filled with tension, worry, anxiety, amidst all these comforts, now tell me, is he happy or unhappy? So therefore we say, happiness has nothing to do with the outer world. Happiness has only to do with the inner peace. A person who experiences peace inside is the most blessed person. Greater the peace you experience, the more blessed you are. And how to attain this peace? This peace is absolutely not in our control. It comes from the divine. You can't generate peace. Okay, now let me become peace. You can't. Peace is the end result of your thoughts, of your action. Peace is something which comes from the divine. We don't have any control over it. But as we walk the path of righteousness, walk the path shown by God, then we find that the mind becomes more and more peaceful. This is the way. Peace has to come from God alone, and when we walk the path of righteousness, we attain that peace. So, this is our first and foremost duty, to please God. And this is how we must live our life also. So, in Bhagavad Gita, the third chapter is what is called as Karma Yoga. How should we perform our duties and responsibilities in this world? So 4 principles are mentioned here. What are the 4 principles? Number 1, Kartavya Nirvana. Perform your duties. Number 2, Samyak Acharanam. Do it as best as you can. Number 3, Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. Perform it as a worship of the Lord. And number 4, Ishvara Prasada Buddhi. When the result comes, receive it as a blessings of the Lord, grace of the Lord. Receive it as prasada. Just like when we go to temple, whatever is given by that priest, we just accept it unquestioningly, without grumbling. In the same way, the results of our action also should be accepted. That is what is Ishvara Prasada. So these are the 4 principles. Perform your duties, number 1. Do it as best as you can, number 2. Do it as a worship of the Lord, number 3. And then receive the results as a blessing of the Lord. These 4 become the principles of Karma Yoga. So what are we supposed to do? We don't have to do something extraordinary to please God. We have to do just whatever our responsibilities, duties, maybe professional duties, family responsibilities, you have to do that. But do it as best as you can. You don't have to compare yourself with others. There will be somebody who is doing much better than you because that person is more talented, more capable. You don't have to worry about that. The only question you have to ask yourself is, am I doing my best? That's all what is here. Am I doing my best? If I am doing my best, I have all the right to be peaceful. But what is the mistake we do? We keep comparing ourselves with others. And this brings a lot of stress. In some fields, we are donkey and somebody else is a horse. Now, if there is a race held between a donkey and a horse, who will win? Definitely the horse will win. Somebody else is more talented, so therefore that person may be performing better than us in our profession. We don't have to worry about that. Our only job is, am I doing my best? That's all what is there. So this is the second one. Third one is very important. Doing it as a worship of the Lord. This is very important. So this understanding should be clear. Oh Lord, this life belongs to you. Abilities and talents belong to you. This environment is given by you. This profession is given by you. You have placed me here. So may this duty be my worship unto you. So worship need not be the traditional puja, etc. Go to a temple, do the traditional worship. Not necessary. Your own profession can be a worship of God. Your own duties can be a worship of God. But then when this duty is done, do it as best as you can. Do it with a reverential attitude. Do it with an uncompromising attitude. Don't take shortcuts. Do it with an attitude that let everyone be benefited from it. The moment you become selfish, God in you is dismissed. The moment you become selfless, the attitude behind doing any work should be, may everyone be blessed, including me. That's called as samasha, totality. Action should always be done for the welfare of the totality, not for the welfare of only the individuality. Then that becomes selfish. You will always find that whenever our actions are selfish, mind get disturbed. Who is disturbing the mind? That Lord is disturbing the mind. It's impossible that you can be selfish and peaceful. They don't go together. The moment you are thinking becomes selfish. Selfish means what? All the time thinking, what will I get? What will I get? What will I get? This attitude. Such a person can never be peaceful. Always the question should be, through my action, how I can benefit everyone. What is that line of action which benefits everyone? If this is the way we live, you will always find the mind is peaceful. That peaceful mind is the proof that God's blessing is there with you. That's the proof. And disturbed mind is a proof that God is not happy with you. So this is called as worship. Many times there is a tug of war with it. This also is beautifully discussed in our scriptures. There is something which I like, but that is wrong. And there is something which I dislike, but that is right. So in our scriptures, We talk of mind and intellect. So intellect is that faculty in us which takes decision based on right and wrong. Mind is that faculty in us which takes decision based on likes and dislikes. This also is important. So the mind says, I like this, let us do it. I don't like this, let us not do it. That is mind. What does the intellect say? This is right, let us do it. This is wrong, let us not do it. So whom should we listen to if we have to please God? Should we listen to mind or should we listen to intellect? We should listen to intellect. You see. So 4 combinations are possible. Something is right and I love doing it. There is no problem. Something is wrong and I don't like doing it. Again, there is a problem. When does the problem come? Something is right and I don't like doing it. Then there is a story. Something is wrong and I love doing it. You see? These are the 2 situations when there is a tug of war. There is a struggle. Now choice is ours. Whom to support? We can support the mind or we can support the intellect. Supporting the mind means what? Whatever I like, I do it. I don't care whether it is right or wrong. That is one way. That path is called path of praise. In Katholism, the term used is praise. The path of the pleasant. The other one is supporting the intellect. Whatever is right, I am going to do it. I may like it, I cannot like it, I don't care. If it is the right thing, I will do it. That path is called the path of stress, the path of the good. So every situation we have this choice. Should we follow the path of stress or path of praise? Path shown by the mind or path shown by the intellect. Every moment we have this choice. Now, let us take the case of a person who always listens to the mind. Always listening to the mind means what? Whatever I like, I will do it. I don't care whether it is right or wrong. I just do what I like. Then what will happen to such a person? Such a person, slowly, the mind becomes stronger than the intellect. Whichever faculty you go on exercising, that faculty becomes strong in you. It is like the body. Whichever limb you exercise, that limb becomes strong. You go on exercising your right hand, not your left hand, then the right hand becomes strong, left hand remains weak. Isn't it? In the same way, 2 faculties, mind and intellect. If you go on using mind starts becoming strong. So here the definition of mind is faculty which takes decision based on likes and dislikes. In this context, that is the definition. So then what will happen to this person? Mind becomes stronger and stronger. Intellect becomes weaker and weaker. Intellect becoming weaker means what? Intellect is the faculty which has to decide what is right and wrong. That intellect becoming weaker means now I am not even able to decide what is right and what is wrong. The intellect becomes blunt. If the intellect is compared like a torch, that torch light becomes dimmer and dimmer. So with that torch you are not able to see properly. If you have a torch light with powerful beam, then far away distance also you are able to see, isn't it? But if the light is very dim, then only little you can see. So what will happen to this person? This person's mind becomes very strong, intellect becomes very weak, and now this person is not able to decide what is right and what is wrong. And mind starts influencing his decision making. So many times I like something badly and I tend to think that that is the right thing to do. Just because I like something, I tend to feel that that is a right thing. Just because I don't like something, I tend to feel that that is wrong. So what happens? Decision making is done by the mind and not by the intellect. The mind starts influencing the intellect. It's very dangerous. So all those examples in the society, a drug addict, that's the way it is like. Because of what? Because mind is ruling over the intellect. I like drugs, I like smoking, I like drinking, and now I feel that that is the right thing to do. Intellect is telling me it is not good for your health. Don't do it. It is poison for you. It will kill you. But I am not able to listen to that intellect. I listen to that mind because I like it. And over a period of time, what happens? I will ruin everything. Money gone, health gone, wealth gone, everything gone. You see, this is what happens. Intellect alone. What is intellect? It will tell you what is good for you, what is right thing to do. Remember, there is a struggle. Whenever you are walking the path of righteousness, walking the path of right and wrong, there will be a struggle. Mind will not support you. In fact, most of the cases, whatever is right, the mind will discourage you from doing it. So then what happens when you go through this struggle? Remember, in this struggle, the intellect becomes stronger and stronger. See, falling down the hill, no effort is necessary. Climbing up the hill, lot of effort is necessary. But as you are putting forth effort, you also become strong. So in the same way, when we listen to this intellect, there is a struggle. There is a tug of war between mind and intellect. Mind is pulling us down, intellect is pulling us up. But in this struggle, when we support only the intellect, over a period of time, that intellect becomes very, very strong, very, very bright and brilliant. It becomes like that powerful torchlight, which is clearly able to see what is right and wrong. And such a powerful, bright, brilliant, purified intellect becomes a perfect voice of God to guide us. Such a person with a brilliant intellect is never misled. He is ever guided in the path of light. In such a person's case, the mind also becomes an obedient servant. In fact, a time comes when mind and intellect becomes one. What is mind intellect becoming one means? Whatever is right, I love doing it. Whatever is wrong, I hate doing it. In such a case, we say there is a personality integration. Such a personality is called as integrated personality. Whatever is right, I love doing it. Whatever is wrong, I hate doing it. Such a person is ever protected in this world. He will never compromise with the higher values of life. In fact, in such a person's heart, that person clearly experiences the presence of the divine. This is a question generally asked. If God is in the heart of everyone, why is it that we are not able to experience God? It's a very common question. So the answer to this is this. If the mind is pure, you will experience it. If the mind is impure, you will not experience it. So the qualification is not whether you are a man or a woman or caste, creed, gender, nationality. No. Qualification is only one: how pure your mind is. If the mind is pure, everyone can experience the presence of divine in the heart. So the common example given is the stone and the mirror. Sunlight is falling on the stone, unpolished stone, but you don't see the reflection of sun there. But on a piece of a mirror, you can see the reflection of sun. What is the difference? Sunlight is the same, falling on both of them. But what is the difference? The difference is this: the stone doesn't have a polished surface. It's an unpolished surface. Whereas a mirror is a polished surface, therefore upon that mirror you see the sun as it is. In the same way, in a pure heart, we can experience the presence of the divine. In an impure heart, we don't experience His presence or guidance. How to purify the mind? This is the way. Which is the way? Whatever you consider as right, do it. Don't give excuses. Walk the path. There will be strength. Doesn't matter. But that struggle will purify the mind. The struggle in the furnace. You see, the gold is purified by the furnace, isn't it? How do you purify gold? It has to be made to pass through a hot furnace. Then all the impurities melted. And then you have this gold which is pure. In the same way, the mind has to go through struggles in life. All these struggles in life purify the mind, purify the heart. In such a heart, we experience the presence of the divine. So, in Karma Yoga, the third step is performing your duties as a worship of the Lord. So, do it as best as you can. Do it uncompromisingly. Do it for the welfare of all. Then when we do these duties and responsibility, that is worship. Then what will happen? The mind becomes pure. The fourth situation, the fourth point is Ishvara Prasada, receiving everything as prasad from the Lord. Now, there are so many choiceless situations in life. You have no choice to go through. When we go through such choiceless situations, without grumbling, without complaining, as a person of God, you are doing it for my good. I don't know why you are making me go through this, but you are doing it for my good. You are my direction. In this way, without complaining and grumbling, when we go through the choiceless situation, the mind becomes pure. There will be so many painful situations which we have to go through. And we have no other option but to go through. So then don't complain. Don't grumble. God is making you go through it for a purpose. Then the mind becomes pure. Many times what happens is, in painful situation we have to go through, suddenly this question comes, God, why me? Let not the mind ask this question. God, if you are making me go through this, definitely there is a reason. I don't know why. But yes, you are making me go through my purpose. I trust you. And a time comes when you know. A time will come and you say, thank God you have made me go through it, because of which I became strong. I became wise. I became humble. I became sensitive. I became introspective. I became confident. This lifestyle is called the lifestyle of Karma Yoga. This is the entire third chapter. How we must live in this world. How we must handle situations in this world. So this is the way we have to do. Now, the term used in the third chapter is called Yajna. Yajna means a life of sacrifice. Life of sacrifice. Yajna. What is that we are sacrificing? We are sacrificing our petty ego. We are sacrificing our selfishness. We are sacrificing our attraction desires. So this life of spirituality is a life of sacrifice. God, if you like something, I will do that. But if you don't like something, I will not do that. This is called sacrifice. So how will I know whether something God likes or not? As I said, the inner voice. If the mind is disturbed, understand the divine is not happy with you. The mind is peaceful, understand he is happy with you. So, this voice has to be heard. Now, is this voice coming from outside or coming from inside? It is always inside. Now, suppose my attention is all the time outside. Will I hear this voice inside? No. This is what the mistake happening to most of us. We are not able to listen to this voice. So, I will give some tips also regarding how to listen to this voice. Regular meditation is a must. Every day, sometime 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, we should sit silently. Look at it. In our scriptures, heart is sometimes compared with a cave. Cave. Hrudaya Guha, that term is used. Cave of the heart. It's a very beautiful comparison because you see, from outside when you look into the cave, inside the cave, what do you see? You don't see anything. You see only darkness, isn't it? Because outside there is sunlight, inside there is no light. From outside when you look into the cave, you don't see anything. But then when you enter into the cave, for some time again you don't see anything. But slowly your eyes get adjusted to the inner darkness. And then what happens? You slowly start seeing things inside the cave. Earlier also you were looking into the cave. There was no obstruction. But you did not see anything. But once you are in the cave, allow that eyes to get adjusted to the darkness, and then slowly things starts getting revealed. Revealed means what? Earlier it was there, you did not see. Now it is there, you are able to see it. Things did not come, only you became more prepared to see things which were already there. It is called as revelation, revealing, discovery. So in the cave, in the darkness, a time comes when you are able to see everything in that dark cave. In the same way, there should be some time every day when we are sitting and meditating, paying attention to what is happening in our minds. This is very important. Slowly, a time comes when you are able to really perceive what is happening in the mind. As long as our attention is outside, we will never know what is happening inside. It is like a person outside trying to see the inner game. That will not happen. So every day when we do this practice of meditation, slowly we are able to enter into the cave of our heart. Now these are all mystic terms. This comes only with practice. So regularly when we practice, we are able to see what is happening in the mind. Slowly you are able to see what is happening. First thing happens is you come to know that there is something called mind. Many people are not even aware that there is something called mind. We start paying attention, slowly we come to know that there is a mind. And we are able to observe the thoughts in the mind. What is mind? Mind is nothing but flow of thoughts. We have to observe these thoughts. And then we come to know, oh, there are good thoughts and there are bad thoughts. And then we come to know, these thoughts are not in my control. It is just flowing. Just the river water is flowing. In the same way, these thoughts are just flowing. Lot of secrets are revealed to us when we start looking into our mind. This is the greatest benefit of meditation. If you want to achieve success in life, meditation is unavoidable. If you want a stress-free life, meditation is absolutely unavoidable. Because stress comes in sprouts from within. You have to nip it in the bud. But first of all, you must know that there is a bud. Nipping comes later. First is being aware that there is a bud which is growing, isn't it? So as we meditate, as we go with it, all these secrets are revealed to us. Oh, I have a mind. Oh, there are a lot of thoughts in the mind. And these thoughts are not in my control. I am just a witness, just helplessly watching the flow of thoughts. Oh my God, I have so many negative thoughts in me. I was not even aware. I thought I am a good person. But when I look at myself, I think I am a right criminal. Because all kinds of thoughts will start saying. And this great relationship you stumble across. What is the relationship? When the thoughts are good, I am cheerful. When the thoughts are bad, I am sad. You see? They are life transforming revelations. How did you come to this? You came to know because you paid attention. Till now we did not know because we never paid attention. You see? Yes, there is a relationship between my thoughts and my mood. I am in a cheerful mood when the thoughts are good. I am in a very sad, depressive mood when the thoughts are bad. If this is the truth, then what should I do to be always cheerful and happy? What should I do? Ensure that thoughts are good. From there, start this process of meditation. So in this meditation, we have this 5-point step. From the 5-point step, observe, detect, eliminate, substitute, strengthen. These are the 5-point techniques. First one is observe. Observe the mind. Pay attention to your thoughts. This is the first step. Second, detect. Detect the negative thoughts because they are problem-creating thoughts. Detect these negative thoughts. Then, eliminate these negative thoughts. How do we eliminate negative thoughts? By substituting it with positive thoughts. Observe, detect, eliminate, substitute, and then strengthen these positive thoughts. Let these positive thoughts effortlessly flow in us. How to make it effortless? We have to make positive thinking a habit. Positive thinking should become a habit. How to make something a habit? By going on doing it. That is what is strengthened. Go on, replace the negative thought with the positive thought. A time comes when the positive thinking becomes effortless. It becomes a habit. Once positive thinking becomes a habit, cheerfulness becomes a habit, peace becomes a habit, happiness becomes a habit. Even when in some rare moments you get disturbed, you are able to immediately bounce back to the state of equanimity, peace. This is what. Observe, detect, eliminate, substitute, and strengthen. when we regularly meditate, what happens? Slowly, slowly we develop this ability to go deep within ourselves. Law is same everywhere. When you regularly go to gym, what happens to your body? It becomes a muscular body. But you go only one day. 2 days you go, 10 days you go, then suddenly once in a while again. That won't work. Just be regular. So regularly when you start doing slowly, you are able to go deep within. Remember, mind also has got depth. If you are on the superficial level, you will see only superficial thoughts. But as you are going deep, you will start seeing subconscious thoughts also. The question is, how deep can you go with it? Depth is very, very important because there is another law which says earlier the detection, easier the correction. It's a law. Earlier you are able to detect a negative thought, easily you can correct it. You can nip it in the bud. Because the tendency of thought is like this, especially negative. 1 thought, 2, 4, 8, 16, it multiplies. Then it becomes intense momentum. Negative thought momentum. After that it comes out as words, comes out as actions. Disturbing words, disturbing. But if you are able to go deep within yourself, as a negative thought comes, you have detected it, and then you are able to correct it at a very early stage. Correction becomes very easy when you are able to detect it at a very early stage. So these are all the benefits of regular meditation. Many times people say, oh, I am wasting my time simply sitting. No, you are not wasting your time. In fact, you are giving a direction to your life. If you are not meditating, your life is just going and you have no control. Things are just happening to you. You are instinctively reacting to situations. That is not called intelligent living. That is unintelligent survival. In intelligent living, you decide the goal, you decide the path, you correct yourself. You see? When you are sitting on a vehicle, like for example, horse. Suppose the horse is taking you here and there. That is not called horse riding. The horse is deciding the destination. When you are riding the horse, you will decide the destination. With the reins, you decide the destination. Hey, not this way, you put the horse. Then that is intelligent living. There is some danger, you prevent yourself from that danger by making correction in yourself. And where is the correction made? At the thought level itself, because thought, word, deed, everything comes later. First is thought. Correct your thought, reform your thought. Make the mind to think right. Once that correction is made, rest everything else falls in place. Once the correction is made inside, everything else just falls in place. Outer world is just an expression of the inner thoughts. If you have made the inner thoughts beautiful, outer world has to be beautiful. There is no other way. But suppose you have made a mistake here, then you can't control it there. This is the glory of spirituality. It makes you a master of your life. You decide your life. You are not a driver's seat. It's not that things are happening to you and you are helplessly going through it. No. The whole purpose of spirituality is for this. So these are all the benefits of meditation, which are very subtle. You see, the highest, the greatest treasure cannot grasp. Many times we think greatest treasure is lot of money, lot of fame, name, etc. No. The greatest treasures are very subtle, which cannot be shown, which can only be experienced. For example, peace of mind. You can't show it to others how much peace you have. You know. The ability to think right. You can't show it to others, but you know. The greatest lessons in life are all very, very subtle, very, very subjective. Others will never know it, only you know it. Spiritual path is like that. It's the best, but it is silent. You can't show it. And you have no desire to show it also. So the more and more you start growing in meditation, you are able to know more and more about yourself, about your own thoughts, and you are able to make correction at the thought level. You are able to make information at the thought level. And this makes all the difference in your life. And as the mind becomes more and more pure, you are in tune with the Creator. And when you are in tune with the Creator of the world, you are in tune with the creation also. You are in harmony with the creation. They both go together. When you are in tune with the Creator, you are in tune with the creation also. You are in harmony with the creation. Then you have no problem with things, beings, and situations around. And then there is no question of stress. Stress is when you really don't know how to handle a situation. That is when stress comes. But when you are in tune with the Creator, when you are in tune with God, when you are in tune with creation, even the most tragic situation also you are in tune. The mind is at peace. This we have to achieve. Great masters have achieved it. We also can achieve. Some more tips regarding how to beautifully handle the situation we will see tomorrow. The time is come. गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो तुम हो जगत के दाता तुम हो जगत के धाता तुम हो जगत के दाता तुम ही हो ब्रह्मा तुम ही हो विष्णु तुम ही हो ब्रह्मा तुम ही हो विष्णु तुम ही हो शंकर सृष्टि स्थिति लय स्वरूप तुम हो तुम हो अनादि रूपा तुम हो अनादि रूपा आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो आओ गुरुदेव दर्शन दीजो तुम हो जगत के धाता तुम हो जगत के धाता जगत के धारे